Okay, all right, guys, we are back. And as you guys can see by the title, it is time for some hot takes. This is the show where we read out some statements. And then if you agree, you put your hand up. If you disagree, you keep your hand down. Obviously, we are conscious that they are audio listeners. Some of you guys are audio listeners. So I will explain to you guys who's kept their hand up and who's put it down. We're going to then chat about how we feel and debate and discuss. Mm-hmm. That's what hot takes are. Yeah. I see put a tweet out asking for some hot takes. We got some from you guys. Mm-hmm. We've also got some ourselves. All right. So the first one I'm going to start with. The first statement is Virgil van Dijk is overrated. Liban's hand's gone up.
I knew there was one coming. It's because of the tweet. I knew you were going to bring that one up. I think he's overrated.
Liban's hand's gone up. So far, everyone's hands have stayed down.
It depends. Overrated in what sense? Like,
I think when I say overrated, I don't say he's shit. Like I still think he's a very good player, top player, but I think he's overrated better than what people make him out to be.
Pathetically, man. That's so pathetic.
I think he's overrated, and I can explain why. Want me to explain? I can explain.
Explain.
Yeah, we need you to explain. You're the only one that had his hand up.
I think he's overrated. I think when you look at defending, when you actually break down what you know what it is, like I think everyone views centre back different, innit? So like the way Sharky might view centre back or the way Elias might view a centre back, it's gonna be different to me. I'm very old school. I look at can you defend, and I feel like when you break down the different aspects of defending, so you got to look at tackling, interception, blocking, clearances, and I'm talking actual defending at its rawest. I don't think Van Dijk is a top defender. I think what he's really, really good at.
Wow.
I think what he's really, really good at is other aspects of the game in terms of like sort of. Like there's a thing why I always say like when your IQ in terms of delaying the attacker, forcing the attacker to make the wrong decision, or delaying the attacker in terms of making, you know what I mean? It's like that IQ level, putting yourself in the best position to defend in terms of like if you know somebody's quicker than you, putting yourself in a position where you know you're not gonna allow.
But
yourself
you don't
to
think
be
he's
exposed.
as good as slide tackler, as good as like a blocker.
And I don't think he's there. I don't in that aspect. And for me, that's for me what a defender is essentially. Do you know what I mean? I think he was in a system where Liverpool had a lot of good players around him that could basically help him, assist him with that, or even sort of cover it up. But I think even when you look at it now, like with Fabinho sort of more exposed and kind of falling off, now you see people really attack Van Dijk. Remember before he had that stat of, no one's ever gone past Van Dijk. That was a bit of a hoax in the sense of like, no one really ever really got at him because the way Liverpool was set up, they never really allow that to happen. Do you know what I mean? So I think as a defender, and that's why when I said to Sharky once, I think we had an argument. I said Gary Cahill. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but I'm just saying Gary Cahill as a defender, I think is better than Van Dijk. But I think
he said this in Qatar, by the way.
I think as an overall package, when you look at
it was a long debate we had in the car.
Jenny, bro,
Gary Cahill's a better defender.
I think that's what he said.
Defending. I think he is.
Caparoo.
I'm telling you. But obviously, that was just an example. That's just one of the debates
he
that
said
was having.
he
But
had.
I don't think he goes easy in that because if you look at Van Dijk's title-winning season, like what's that, 2020, right? And you compare it to like the Vidic and Ferdinand during their three-peat run, you can't compare.
This is what I'm saying.
They had
look what you're saying.
Especially Rio had everything.
Look what you're saying.
Defending and the IQ.
Look what he's saying.
What I mean?
No one's disrespecting Rio or Vidic. Great defenders. No one's disrespecting them, but they were a pair.
Yeah.
They made one person look.
I agree.
You get Van Dijk had several pairs, bro. And Van Dijk still looked good.
Shout out to all the pairs.
Van Dijk, shout out to all the pairs, bro.
I
love pairs.
Yeah.
I love pairs. Yeah. Van Dijk had Matip. Matip looked amazing. I'm not saying Matip's dead, but look, with Van Dijk, Matip looks world class.
Yeah, of course.
Matip had Joe Gomez. Looked amazing. Van Dijk had Konate. Van Dijk had Nat Phillips.
Okay. What's your point?
Reece Williams. Like he had
Van
all,
Dijk
didn't have them though. No, Van Dijk never played a game with Kabak. Don't do that. You're going too far now. Okay. He was injured, didn't it?
I think the 3-year stretch that Van Dijk had, I agree. I think he's probably at the time he was the best defender in the world. I don't dispute that. I think he was definitely the best centre back in the world at the time. But that's like because it is because it's like me saying Fernando Torres is better than Henry. because he had such a good 3-year crazy spell. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, no, no.
People
I don't know
throw
what
that.
you're saying.
Yes,
Liban, deep it.
I think at the time, yes, Van Persie, for example, he had a stretch where people would argue he was the best striker in the world. But I would never, ever dare say Van Persie is up there with Thierry Henry. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't. But you know what I'm saying? It doesn't like that's how I look at Van Dijk. I feel like yes, there was a period where he was definitely best centre back in the world. But I don't think he's ever been as good as Terry was for Chelsea, and especially with Terry and Rio and these guys, they had this long stretches. I'm talking maybe.
Well, like what Fu said, they were always part of a pairing.
Okay,
but John Terry did the same thing that Van Dijk did. He did it with Ricardo Carvalho. He did it with Alex. He did it with Gary Cahill later.
He would have never mentioned.
Gary, look at Gary.
If John Terry didn't follow him, he would have never mentioned him.
I promise you could probably check it. Whether you can do eye tests or even stats. Gary Cahill in both his title winning seasons, if you look at him as a defender, he was better than Van Dijk.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
You compare it to Van Dijk's title.
We saw.
I don't think it's ridiculous.
That's too much.
I don't think it's ridiculous.
Sharky.
Why is it too much? Gary Cahill is a Champions League winner, won the Premier League 2 times, and
So
was
trophies.
crucial. I'm saying
Van Dijk's a Champions League winner, Premier League
no, but
winner.
I'm saying Gary Cahill was.
So what?
You know what it is,
And he was a vital part
You
of
know,
both.
but you know what it is as well.
Better
I think
defender.
with Van Dijk as well, because he came into Liverpool. Yeah, him and Alisson came together, and they really upped the level for Liverpool in terms of.
That's why he's so good.
No, but I feel like that is what clouds people in terms of like.
It's not clouding.
impact, bro.
It's not
That's
clouding.
impact.
It's just
Huh?
facts.
That's
It's
impact.
No, that's impact. But you're telling me Gary Cahill, when he came to Chelsea, he didn't have an impact at Chelsea.
Not like
Not
Van
like Van
Dijk.
Dijk.
Of course, no, I'm not to the level of Van Dijk. Of course, because when you're coming into a Liverpool
why
team that
you
hasn't won a Premier League in 30 years, and then coming from all those banter years and then ended up winning the Champions League, of course, the impact is much huge. The influence, the leadership that he brought to the team, like it's huge, and no one can dispute that. But I'm saying that doesn't take away what Gary Cahill did for Chelsea as well.
No one's
It's
Why
just
are you
like-
stuck in Gary
No,
Cahill?
because I'm saying,
I don't
I'm just saying
understand.
it's up because I'm saying Gary. I think Gary is a top.
Yeah, I think
Peak-
he's class.
peak Gary
Well,
Cahill
I
or
would never.
Peak Van
I'm
Dijk?
saying
There's
I'll never
levels
put. Listen, my point. I would never ever put Gary Cahill along the likes of John Terry, Rio.
Wait, hold on.
And you'll never put Van Dijk there as
But
well.
I'll never put Van Dijk there either.
But-
That's the point. I'm trying to make.
this is just
That
one
is the only point
person.
I'm trying to make.
One
I don't
person.
think Gary-
Everyone can
I
have
don't
an
think Van
opinion.
Dijk sits on that table with the Rio.
Okay,
I don't think
that's
he
fine.
does.
But Gary Cahill is a tier below all of those guys, bro.
Couple tiers.
Okay, you can argue whatever. Like say, of
Can
course,
I-
Van Dijk
can I
probably
get
might be the
my
best of the
theory?
rest. But that's my
I'll
thing,
go
innit?
very quickly.
Go ahead.
Van Dijk, okay. Number one, first, we shot Coutinho for 140 M's. Till now, we haven't replaced him.
That's
Okay.
daylight robbery, by the way.
Yeah, daylight robbery. We haven't replaced him, and he was arguably probably our best player at the time when we sold him. Yeah,
got
brought in
better
Van Dijk, and then got the Champions League final next season, Premier League, stuff like this. Yeah,
Coutinho was
Next
playing.
year,
and
Champions
also,
League
what do you
and-
mean Coutinho wasn't playing? Yes, he was.
When
Yes,
you
he
sold
was.
him, he wasn't really playing.
Coutinho was, bro.
No,
No.
Are you mad?
From November,
The 6 months. The 6
It was
months.
Him, Salah, Mane, and
Yeah,
Virgil was the
so
best quartet on the planet, bro. They were
Coutinho was our
unbelievable.
best player when we sold him. Well,
Yeah, he was unbelievable,
He was
bro.
our best player, bro.
Why do you think
That's
I'm for so
how-
much?
He was our best player.
That was in the summer. They were meant to get him in the summer.
He
and
got
they
us
delayed it
through.
to Jan.
He got us
They
through to
delayed
the
it to
group
Jan.
stages. in
Nah,
the Champions League.
that
bro.
four was brazy. You're right.
He got us through to the group stages in the Champions League. But Van Dijk, this is a guy that shared the stage with Messi, bro. In Ballon d'Or. Like, he's a centre-back, G. It's not.
That's my whole point of him being overrated. That's what I'm saying.
How's he overrated if he's sharing a stage with Messi?
that's what
with
he's
the
saying he
Ballon
doesn't
d'Or?
deserve to be
I'm
like
saying
that.
he
That's
doesn't
why
deserve
Yeah,
it.
that's what
Overrated.
I'm
Overrated.
saying. If you don't deserve to be, then you don't deserve to stand. If you don't deserve to be one of the best, overrated. If you're overrated, you don't deserve to be standing next to Messi, bro. If you're overrated, you don't
That's
deserve
why I'm
that,
saying
right?
he's overrated.
That's why he's saying he's
Yeah, and I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
The
Is
fact that
stupid.
he's up the Ballon d'Or.
You lot,
That's why he's
you lot
overrated.
read too much XG books, bro. You lot
I know, but
you lot
that's
are
what
like
I'm saying,
talking
like-
about.
that whole time I was trying to.
He just
We're on
he
your
just feeling
side.
my.
Yeah, I know you're on my
kept the
side.
hand
He's just
down.
making it better for me. He's just
I'm
making
not
my point.
making it better. You
kept
can't
the-
be
he just-
overrated. You cannot. What I'm trying to say is you can't be overrated and share a stage with Messi.
He's saying he's overrated because he shared a stage with Messi.
How
Jorginho
he's
came
never
third
said
in
that.
Ballon d'Or.
He said he's overrated because he's like, you get it.
What are you talking
You
about?
get it. Like, I don't need to.
Don't make me put my hand up as well, Jordan.
If you put big Virgil van Dijk, like Virgil is not overrated. He cannot be overrated, man. Let's be real.
I
Like,
think he's overrated.
No, you can't think
Doesn't mean
that,
I don't
though.
think he's good. I think he's still a top player. I
He's
think
not
world
overrated.
class.
You
I think
can't
he's
think
world
that.
class. I just
Liban,
don't
you know
think
what?
he's-
That's
I
like
don't think as
thinking.
good as he thinks.
That's like thinking.
That's it.
Saying, you know
Some
what
people
that's
say
like?
he's one of these the best centre back in the Premier League history. Some people
If
say that, bro.
Africa was connected
I
to
don't agree with
Asia,
that.
it will be one continent. That's like what Liban's saying.
What are you talking about?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. If Africa was connected to Asia, what continent would it be called?
I don't know what he's going to
Africa.
Exactly. Did that confuse you? Lot?
Malaysia, yeah.
That's like Liban's take.
What do you say? What do you call it?
Blazer.
Blazer. I like that one.
Hey,
I like that one. That's a
Blazer.
good one.
Blazer.
Alright, should we go to the next one?
Let's go
Yeah.
this one, man.
Yeah?
This guy's waffling.
Okay, next one.
Because you waffled with
Yeah,
the Van
Van Dijk's
Dijk
not
thing.
over.
Okay, next
Van
one.
Dijk's top.
Hands up or hands down? Marcus Rashford
Yep.
doesn't offer much in 90 minutes of the game.
I saw it on Sunday. I saw it on Sunday. Did he play?
He did play.
What did he offer anything?
Hold on.
So Fu's hands gone straight
What's
up.
the metric for that though? What's the metric for that?
Doesn't offer. Okay, so yeah, the metric is 90 minutes.
How can you say someone doesn't offer nothing? How can you say someone doesn't offer anything in 90 minutes? What do you
Offer
mean?
anything is
what's the metric
crazy.
for it?
Offer anything is.
What did he offer against us?
Okay, but that's
one
190
game.
minute, bro.
That's what I'm going by.
I hate you. This
That's
guy,
what I'm going by. I saw
I
seven
might
goals.
actually bang you in the face.
I saw 7 goals. I saw 7 goals in that 90 minutes. That's a lot of goals.
None of them were from Rashford.
Rashford didn't. What did he give an assist?
Nah, I think that's too
He's
vague.
been poking his head
That
too much,
statement-
it
No,
hurt.
it is. That statement's too vague.
Give yourself a CTE. No, saying in general. though, even like-
That's vague. That statement's too vague.
no, but I get what they're trying to say. They're saying over a 90-minute game outside of the goals.
Is he effective?
Because
Yes.
he offers something. Obviously, he offers
Which
runs
are-
in behind. He's actually getting better at hold up play, but I still don't think he offers enough over 90 minutes compared to what I know he can offer. I think Rashford can offer more in these 90-minute games. I think right now he's like basically playing like Jamie Vardy in my opinion. He's playing like a teched up
Yeah, I agree.
Jamie Vardy, and he's doing brilliantly at it. He's scoring goals, more goals than he ever has. But I believe in Rashford's talent so much that I believe he can combine the goal scoring with what we saw in the past. A bit more playmaking, a bit more dribbling, starting from deeper. I believe in him so much that I think he can combine the two. But right now, at the moment, I think they went too far, but I think there's truth to it.
Yes, I get where the angle they're coming from. And so I don't agree with the actual statement. The statement saying nothing.
Nunes
Yeah, nothing's
offers
crazy.
Nunes offers more in 90 minutes, even when he doesn't score, than Rashford does for Man United.
I agree with that point. I'm putting my hand up for that.
What's that?
Nunes
Darwin
offers
Nunes
more.
offers more in a 90-minute game than Marcus Rashford
Yeah,
does.
that maybe.
Maybe it's possible.
I agree with
His
that point.
movement,
Right.
he's
Could
a
be-
lot
could
more
be
involved,
right.
in my opinion.
I agree with that point.
Yeah.
All right, that's well. Listen, only food
you
players hand
went
up,
crazy.
but we agreed. Next one. Liverpool will finish third in the Premier League this season.
Go to hell, man.
Food's got both hands
How about
up.
that? Go to hell. How about that?
Third. I'm not going to put my hand up. I think fourth. I think you'll get top four, though.
Nonsense, bro. You must finish top four.
Why are both your hands up?
Yeah, he definitely has to.
Must.
Finish top 4, boy. Because if you don't, you know who's on your back. I'll tell you that right now. And it's not the tattoo.
No, you know what?
That's what I was going to say that as well.
Yeah, we'll finish top third.
Top third, yeah? Top third is a good one. Top
Nice.
third is a
Top
good one.
third, we'll finish there.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a good one, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll skip over that.
You know what
You
it
wanna
is?
talk about-
That's our challenge now.
Okay.
Dude, that's our challenge now.
Is
Let's
that?
finish third.
Top
Okay.
third.
Fourth is calm. We
do it.
got. I think we got.
See, does it sound good?
No, I'm trying to find the words. I'm not really too scared of Tottenham
Another
or Newcastle.
another Liverpool one. A lot of people are just sending in Liverpool ones, Liverpool United ones, because they know who's on the table. Liverpool's 7-0 win is more of an achievement than Man United winning the Carabao Cup.
I'll get out of here, man.
Let's be real.
Whose hand is
Let's
up?
be real.
My hand's up as well.
Thank you. You know why, Sharky? You know why? Can I land?
What?
Can I
Okay,
say something?
Let's talk about Iran in the Carabao Cup. Let's talk about Iran. How many games did he win? How many games did he win?
Hold on. This is what happens. The
Yeah,
winners win and the
Hold on,
losers explain.
This is hater shots. No, this is not real shots. This is not real shots. This is hater shots right
Yeah,
now.
you're
speaking.
crazy.
You know it is.
The
You know it is.
winners win and the losers explain.
Sharky,
That's what
that's it,
happens.
that's what
Look
it
at
is.
this. You man. Can I speak? Can I speak, please?
The same cup
Can I-
that
is
you
the
had,
stage
you lost to
mine?
Birmingham in the final,
Is the stage
and
mine?
had your cat to
Troops
get
has the nerve
slapped
to
in the
say
head.
it's just the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Troops has a tweet saying that 2011 was the worst day of his life. It's the worst footballing day of his life.
Yeah,
That cup-
bad day,
Now
You
Carabao
cannot-
don't matter. Now Carabao don't matter. It's the run don't
As
matter.
of now-
the winners win. The losers explain.
As of now,
It's just what we did in the last
we're the
podcast.
same.
I tried explaining, but you won the game.
No. We won the game, but
Yeah.
you're talking about, oh, we won a cup. We're both the same. We won a trophy this season. We both won a trophy.
Oh, community
No. Listen, let me land. You cannot win that. Your trophy that you won, you cannot win that and say, boom. That's like fasting without praying. You need to win another trophy with it. It doesn't come by itself. Would you go McDonald's and get a burger without chips?
Some people do it. Some people do it.
That's mad. Ask for I don't know, a burger with and just say you want cheese only by itself. The burger and cheese with no
I'm tired
bun.
of this guy, man.
It's the same.
I'm tired
You
of this guy,
can't win that
tired of
cup.
this guy,
You
man.
can't. That's your problem. That's your problem.
So
That's
what's your point then?
My point is you can't
7-0,
win.
So 7-0, winning 7-0 is
You cannot win 7-0 without finishing top 4. It don't matter. If you don't finish top 4, this shit don't matter.
Yeah.
How about that?
agree.
Bet.
I agree with you.
So-
I agree
but-
with
but
you.
you-
I
you-
agree with
you
you.
must.
Yes.
But
Finish top
you're on the opinion of that winning 7-0 in a derby is more important than winning the trophy.
What trophy?
Essentially.
What trophy?
What trophy though?
The
What
league-
trophy?
The League Cup. So it's the League Cup. It's a trophy.
And
It's a-
okay, wait,
it's
you
a
need to
major
win.
trophy. Yes or no?
You
But
you
if that's
can't
the
win it by
only thing
itself.
you win, are you over the moon?
If you give me, if you
No,
told me,
I've
I'm
met
not over the
expectations.
moon.
For me,
but the expectation,
You cannot win it by
No,
itself.
no, it's like
You need to do a double with
we're
that.
on a good path.
one of the
Yeah,
path.
yeah,
But
I'll
it's a
take
brush
that. If
away.
you said to me at the
But
beginning
you
of the season,
don't-
get
but-
League
but-
Cup and a top 4 finish, I'm taking it.
7-0 is
I'm taking it.
7-0 if you don't make top 4 is a fluke result.
7-0 and a top 4.
It's just a pebble in the ocean.
7-0 top 4 with Community Shield versus your team. League Cup, and that's it.
And third,
And the League Cup
Yes.
is better than the Community Shield. 7-0
stop this
finish in the top
community
4.
shield, bro. Oh my god, that's. If
What
you
you
wanna say that's a
taking?
burger.
What
that's
you
a, no,
taking?
that's a drink. That's what it is.
What
Not
you
even a burger.
taking?
Do you know what that is? That's the tokens in the newspaper that you take in and they give you a free
Bargain.
milkshake.
I
I
remember
got
those days.
five
Free
guys
milkshake,
with
that's
the
what it
peanuts,
is.
bro. That's what it is.
That's what it
Bargain.
is.
Bargain.
That's the peanuts.
Bargain.
That's the peanuts
You take
before you
it.
get your meal at Five Guys. That's community shield.
Okay.
That's the
you're
bones. After you eat the
Man
chicken, the
United
bones.
fan, Liverpool
Have that.
fan. Now let's ask
Let's go.
Arsenal fan.
Yes.
League Cup and you finish third. Or you beat Tottenham 7-0, you get a Community Shield with it and you finish fourth. What are you taking?
The second one,
Thank
7-0.
you. That's
Yeah,
it,
you're
done.
Sicko. You're sicko for that.
You're mental.
You're mental.
No, it's the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah,
I genuinely don't.
Are you taking 7
I don't believe him.
bro? Are you
Like,
taking
huh?
into the next level?
100%. Listen, it's
You're
cool.
not taking 7
Cool. In 10 years' time, no one's gonna remember United came third and won the Carabao Cup. Everyone's gonna remember.
No, of course
Yes.
we will.
7-0.
No, we will remember it.
What if United wins the league in the next 3 years?
Okay,
We'll remember it as this was the catalyst that what got us to
you
that.
will,
Listen,
United fans.
every-
But the history of
We still
football.
remember Chelsea.
No,
The Carabao
the
Cup.
history of football. People. Okay, what's gonna be remembered more? Liverpool beat Man United 7-0.
Bro, we've held those
What?
before.
No,
bro.
you haven't. It's the biggest loss you've
No,
ever
but
had in
we've
Premier League
held
history.
the six.
People
We've
still
held the
remember
That's 5
18.
last season, bro.
Yeah,
What
bro.
are people gonna remember
At
more?
Old Trafford as well,
What
Bayern
are
Munich.
If anything,
people
you-
going
you-
to remember more? Liverpool
The
beat Man United
7-0,
7-0
the
or United
7-0.
win the Carabao Cup in the
Definitely Carabao
2023
Cup.
2023?
Me,
It's
Carabao
our first trophy in 6 years, 100% that.
Forget that's United fans. And
Yeah,
also, you're
so
gonna
but that's
remember
the
that
question,
one.
though.
In 10 years' time, what are people gonna remember more?
In 10 years' time, I'm gonna tell people that it was 5-0. In 20 years' time, I tell them it was a 3-0 win.
No, we can't because it's been 10 years. It's been 11 years since 8-2. I can't lie about that. It's still 8-2.
Yeah, because this could be. We remind you about that shit.
7-0, you'll be remembering that for a long time.
No,
And
he's
it's
right.
Liverpool.
No, you're
And
right.
it's-
In
no,
10
he's
years,
right.
don't tell me it was in the
He's
Carabao
right. It's
Cup or
more
something like
memorable.
that.
It's more memorable. Then when people go back and look into that season and say, "Oh, what happened during that season?"
yeah.
They'll remember Man United won a trophy that year.
Oh yeah,
You
7-0
can't-
was
Oh,
not.
wow, so good. Oh, they won the Carabao Cup. It's okay.
They'll be like, the
No, but
7-0 was
they'll
crazy.
look at it. They'll remember it. They'll remember
like,
that.
the 7-0 was crazy because 7th place
That's
Liverpool
crazy.
beat United.
What did Liverpool win that season?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they won.
Community Shield, Community
brother.
Shield,
Okay,
Community Shield.
My brother. Who won the Carabao Cup in 2013?
Swansea.
I asked you. Okay.
Yeah, go
I
on,
asked him.
go ask
Who won the
me now.
Carabao Cup in 2009?
2009.
Man
Man
United.
United.
Who won in 2007?
Man United.
No, they didn't.
Oh,
It's
wait,
Chelsea.
So Chelsea,
So
yeah,
I'm
Chelsea.
saying-
So Chelsea.
But you'll remember the Man United ones. Who won in 12?
Wait.
Yes.
League Cup in 2007. Man United won.
Chelsea beat us in the final.
No, it was
26,
Chelsea.
20,
They beat us in the
Oh
final.
no, we won 2006. Sorry, I'm
They beat us in the final.
2007, Chelsea, yeah, they beat us with Theo
Yeah.
Walcott scored that
Yeah.
that game. I
That's
remember that one.
exactly.
See, but I remember it though.
Yeah,
I remember it,
Okay,
though.
but you do.
Yeah.
We have good knowledge. That's why we're SBS. We're best
No,
podcast.
but, okay,
in the
okay,
world.
so
Subscribe.
But what I'm saying is, average person is not going to remember who won the Carabao Cup. So in 10
Average
years'
person
time,
hype, bro. We're here for the.
listen, average, you're right, average person, but we're not here for the average person right now.
Listen,
We're not here
all
for the
I'm
average
saying
person.
is,
not gonna hold
in
them.
10 years' time, it's not going to be hard. You're going to remember 7-0. You're not going to remember United won the Carabao Cup
Thank
unless you go back and read the
taking a
history books.
7-0 to the grave, bro. You're not taking.
But I'm
it to the
definitely,
Alright,
I'm
next
still not
one.
taking that over the over
Next
trophy,
one,
though.
next one.
Come on, man.
Next one.
What's the next one?
Arsenal will get to the Champions League final in the next 3 years. My hand is up.
Super unpredictable. The Champions League is too unpredictable.
Well, you know the hater
Here's
of
a-
me is not gonna let myself put my hand
I'm
up.
the only one who's
so-
got my hand up.
Yeah.
Lias, don't put your hand up.
I'm gonna be
yeah.
real.
No, Lias,
My broski. My broski.
now they must make the Champions League.
This guy's an Arsenal fan. You are an Arsenal fan. I don't care what anyone tells me now. You have exposed yourself today.
Hey, don't worry, man.
Hey,
It has been
Uncle's looking
revealed.
at you. Look to your right. Look to your right.
It has been
Look to your right.
revealed.
Uncle's looking
Look,
at you.
he's even got the Arsenal.
Papa
Look,
Wenger, bro.
he even sat there on purpose. He begged me for that seat on purpose because the Arsenal jersey's behind him. He begged me today. He begged me for that seat.
Alright, even when I lose, I
You
win.
have been revealed. You have been revealed.
I still gotta see the Gunners in
Exposed.
the Premier League.
Yeah, still gotta see the Gunners in Premier
Yeah,
League.
nah, you've been exposed.
I think
He's
if
been
we win the
exposed.
league this year, then yes, I think we'll be in top Champions final next year. If we don't win the league this year, then it might take a bit longer.
I
It's
think-
a
I
big
think
factor.
Champions
win the
League's
league or not.
different, bro.
That's
Champions League is different.
Gravy.
Champions League is
Different.
unpredictable. You're right. It's different. different. But
How?
I think also,
Unpredictable for the final.
No, it's in general. How often does the
It's
best
a run.
team win the
It's a
Champions
game of
League?
runs
All the time.
you know?
Not really. The
All
best
the
team in
time.
Europe always wins.
So
it.
Madrid last
Like,
season,
Best team
Chelsea
wins.
both Champions League wins. That's why I
Best
think
team
we
doesn't
can do it
always
as
win.
well.
And that's why I think
Why?
Loki City
Because-
this year might
why?
do it. It's not even their best
They
team.
do.
They might do
I
it.
think Napoli will go far.
They do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Napoli will go. I think
I
Napoli
think
are the
Napoli
dark horse.
might
People are right.
reach at least semi-final.
They,
Depends on the draw.
Yeah.
If you win a Champions
Exactly.
League, you are
It
the best
depends
team
on
in
the
Europe.
draw. That's what I'm
Yeah.
No,
predicting.
you are the best team in Europe, but it doesn't necessarily mean the best team wins it. That's what
Yeah.
he's
Brother,
trying to
how
say.
many
I'm saying,
times
like,
have clubs won it and finished
You
fifth
won it in
the league?
2005, bro. Like that's.
You weren't great that
Guys, look
season.
at me saying,
Everton-
it's
Everton
the
finished
best
above
team
you.
in Europe.
If you're go, I don't care about the league.
No, but that's my
If
point.
you
Oh
come
my
back, if you come back from 3-0 against a fantastic AC Milan team,
Why you say that?
I didn't
Why
want
you
to.
say that?
I didn't want to swear. But if you come back 3-0, well, you deserve it, and you make it 3-3.
And that's what you don't deserve.
Give
it.
them the
that's
trophy.
not what
Not
we're
even
saying.
extra time or
No one's
penalties.
saying that, bro.
You are the best team in Europe. If you could do that, Shevchenko.
He's not saying
Madrid did
that.
that.
Shevchenko. Do you know
Madrid
what
did that
Shevchenko
every
was on?
round.
This guy
They're
doesn't
just-
know what
Kaká.
we're saying, man. Listen,
I don't
what
care.
we're saying is the best team doesn't always win the Champions League. Chelsea, for
No
example,
one said you
2012.
didn't deserve it. I'm just saying Liverpool that year were not the best team pound for pound in Europe, bro.
What about on Sunday?
I hate this guy so much, bro.
This guy is so tired. Oh my days.
Why do you believe Arsenal? Why do you believe Arsenal finish being the
I
Champions
think
League?
right now, bar Napoli,
Zama,
they're
'cause
the
he's
best
an
team-
Arsenal fan?
They're the best team in Europe, bro.
Facts. Bar Napoli, you're right.
Look, again, it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable. But if I'm going off like who I think will be the top 3 best teams in the world in the next 3 years, I think Arsenal will be right up there. So
I'm happy you're saying
we
this
win the
because the
league,
curse is real, innit? I'm happy. Carry on. Continue. bro.
Arsenal are uncursable, bro. I've tried it so many times now, bro.
Continue.
What can I say? What did I say? You guys were gonna beat Liverpool that day. They beat them. No curse.
He's dying. He's dying.
These guys are just making memes in the back. We'll show. We'll put on the screen what the meme they made. It's of you.
Who done that?
I don't know who made it.
Let me see.
Who is it?
So like you're saying down the chair making me.
Oh,
It's a
crazy.
picture of you saying, "Bro, just made the most irrelevant analogy for the 5th time in the last hour."
You don't even lie as well.
And you took a picture
You
of
don't
me.
even lie as well.
And you took a picture of me.
Hey, that's the chair. That's what in the background. You get me?
He's gonna hump you now. He's gonna hump you now.
All right. The next,
Wallah.
the next hot take.
Farmer you.
The next hot take. Okay,
Go on.
Mohamed Salah is the greatest Premier League winger of all time. My hands up. Fu's hands up.
Cristiano.
Liban's hands up.
I think he's over.
Lias is the only one who's kept his hand down.
Sorry,
And
man.
you're saying I'm an Arsenal fan. You might be a
What's up?
Liverpool fan, bro.
Why? Because I said Mo Salah. Come on, you don't think Mo Salah's overtaken him now?
He's the greatest Premier League
Everyone knows,
winger.
only
everyone,
because-
knows, everyone knows I'm a massive Ronaldo fan, first of all. I
Yeah.
absolutely love
And
the
you're a
guy.
massive Salah hater.
No, I'm a massive Ronaldo fan. I love the guy. I think he's absolutely brilliant. He's the best Premier League winger of all time.
Okay. See,
He just can't bring himself to it.
Yeah.
He just can't bring himself to it.
The numbers are there,
I love
really.
him more than you believe. I love him
Nah, I think
more than you believe.
The numbers are there
I
for
think
Salah,
it's
bro.
because the stretch now that the Salah's had, I think it's been longer. I think Ronaldo left a bit too early, and he was young. Ronaldo was like 23 as well. I think, like, obviously, don't get twisted. That 2-3 year Ronaldo, unbelievable. I think the stretch now that Mo Salah's had, I feel like kind of tips him now, man. I think I genuinely believe Mo Salah is the best winger now in Premier League history. Now, even though he just broke the Premier League record for Liverpool as well in such a short space of time, in
As a
comparison,
winger.
you know what I mean? As a winger as well. But yeah, man, I think Salah's unreal. That's one player that I'm just so jealous that Liverpool had. I can't lie to you because I think he's been so like I said, every fan of every team would love to have a player like Mo Salah. If you offered them a player like Mo Salah, doing what he's done over the few years, you would take
him
it.
or Antony. You
Yeah,
take Salah.
You take Salah. I'm telling you, every team would take Salah. You would take Salah over Bukayo.
No chance.
You would take Salah
Never in a
over
million.
Bukayo. Salah at his peak.
Sharky. 0% body
Salah
fat.
at his peak. No, forget that. Salah at his peak. I'm talking peak power Salah, yeah?
Be real.
Because even now, I still think he's good. I still think he's good now.
Nah, never
I just
mind.
don't think he's at that level anymore.
I wouldn't.
But
Well, I think
Stand strong, bro. I'm with
so
you.
peak.
I'm taking
So you
Saka
wouldn't take
over
peak Salah
Saka.
over.
I think Saka will
over
overtake him. So why would I
You
do
think Salah
that?
Saka will overtake Salah?
Yeah.
That's
You-
He's
crazy.
hold on,
21.
hold on,
He's
hold on.
21
That's
years
a
old.
crazy shout.
He's
That's
21
your
years
hot
old.
take.
Crazy,
So
man.
that's your hot
We're
take.
not saying.
Saka's 21 years old, and he's like, he's not crazy behind prime Salah.
So you see Saka would Saka
he's
score
behind
30?
him, obviously. He's nowhere
So
near
Saka-
him.
But you're
he's
saying
not
crazy
behind
You're
him.
saying that Saka can eventually touch 30 goals a season?
Saka will retire the greatest
5
Premier
years.
League winger of all time if circumstances go right. Like,
I don't
an
agree.
injury is free.
First of all, I don't agree with that.
agree.
Second,
Rough
what I'm saying is, can Saka have a season where he scores about over 30 goals? I can't see as good as a player.
No,
he
this
is.
is what I don't like. This is what.
No,
hold on.
but I think he'll start
I know what
scoring.
you mean. They're
He'll
different
get
type
to
of
a point
players,
where he maybe
but-
scores 20 goals a season.
But that's why I find it hard.
He's
to
already
say
getting
that
close.
He can be a better winger than Saka.
So because he's not scoring
because he-
30 goals, he
he's
can't be a
different.
better winger.
Salah's the best
What
inside
is-
forward in Premier League
yeah,
history. I'll give
facts,
you that.
facts,
Wenger?
facts. Because Salah could do everything.
Yeah.
Salah could do everything.
He's a forward.
I've seen Salah put 3-4
know what?
guys on the floor
Because he's-
and score a goal.
he's a
I've
forward.
seen him also
Yeah.
approach a goal. I've seen him score long strikes. I've seen him chip.
Of
I've
course.
seen him do
That's
every
why
single
my
type of
hand was
goals.
up. He's the
Yeah.
greatest Premier League
But
winger of all time.
I can't see
agree.
Saka doing the things
Because he's a
that
different type of
Salah
player.
done. But I've seen
I
Salah do the
can't,
thing.
I
I've seen
can't
Salah.
see, I don't know, this person doing the same thing this person did. They're different players.
Yeah, but I don't think that. Okay, I'm not taking away from anything, but I don't see that type of profile of a player being the best.
Different
I'm not
type
trying to
of
take
player.
anything away.
I can't. You
that's
can't
what I
see
mean.
Saka.
agree.
You
Saka's
can't see
great.
any potential in Saka
No,
being the best winger of all time in Premier
League.
League.
One of the best players in the Premier League. But just because of the profile of play he is and the type of play he's not a
profile
a
play
25
is immense, you know that.
No, because he's not a 25 plus 30 plus guy. And I think to be the
He's
best,
21 years old
No.
and he's now consistently.
Ronaldo at 22, 21, 22,
I hate
scored
the argument so
scored
much.
42 goals. Don't say
I hate
it.
the argument
Don't
so
don't say
much.
it. Don't say
Talking
it.
about
I hate
goats
the
right now,
argument so much. Ronaldo as a winger was
Oh my
unbelievable. I'm not talking about Ronaldo, the 33-year-old, 32-year-old that's
Ronaldo
scoring
is the best
6
Premier
goals.
League winger for
I'm
me,
talking about as a
You're talking
winger.
about Cristiano
He would
Ronaldo.
beat
I'm
his
comparing
man.
to Salah.
No,
I
but I'm
think
saying,
Ronaldo's
no, but
the
I'm
best.
saying, look,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
give
No,
me
I mean,
the
so
age.
seriously, all jokes aside here, Ronaldo, that bro, you say he was so young. That 3-year period that he had
was
bro,
unbelievable.
He was the best player on the
Like,
planet. Have we
he-
ever said Salah is the best player on the planet? I know people were trying to force that last year. I don't think so.
I think there was a point where he
There
was.
was-
No,
there was
for
an
me,
argument, there was an
for
argument
me, it was
it.
forced. For me, Benzema
Alright,
was better in that
listen.
time. But
No,
Ronaldo,
but I'm saying-
those 3 years, bro.
Yeah.
Even 06, 07, when
Yeah,
Kaká won the Ballon d'Or,
That's
Ronaldo
it. It
was
was fake. It was
arguably
fake.
just as good that
No,
year.
but that's my thing. I'm saying, do you see that? So I feel like that's the thing. The bar's been set in terms of, and that's why I don't buy the age
I
thing
think
too tough.
Saka will
because
enter that club at least then.
you can argue
of the
that
greatest
You
wingers of
you
all-
you
he'll
can
be
argue
in
that.
that
You
Here's
can
the thing too.
argue.
He'll have a
but-
longer period in the Premier League.
Yeah.
That's
That'll
they're
help
both
him
they're
too,
both
yeah.
of them.
No,
That's
yeah,
another reason.
but-
That's what I'm saying. That
but, Leah,
he's
do you
already
think-
a Premier League experienced winger. He's already the
Yeah.
best winger in the Premier League right now, and he's 21. He's like I said, circumstances are massive.
Do you know-
Injury
do you know why I
free,
don't-
the
do you know-
right
do you
squads
know why I
around
struggle
him,
to- do you know
the
why I
right
struggle to-
managers.
do you know
all
why I
that stuff.
struggle to
It's
agree with
all you can't predict these things, right?
know-
But I'm saying just based off potential, based off his improvement levels right now, and how the graph is going, and everything like that, and how he's doing, the potential is there. Things might deter that, and I hope it doesn't.
No,
but
progression isn't linear.
it's there.
Who was Salah at 21 years old, bro?
No, I.
Salah,
I'm not.
at 23, Salah was crying in the change room after winning a shout at him.
Listen.
Yeah, true.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
but
I'm
what
not-
now,
listen,
though?
I'm not
Look at
disputing.
Salah
the
now,
trajectory.
though.
Wait, let's
Why
not
can't
talk-
you- yeah.
Look, I'm not disputing his trajectory. I think he will be a top player. I'm not disputing that, but I'm saying to say he's gonna be the best, he has to do the things that Ronaldo was doing.
True. It's
And the
true.
things that Salah was
It's
doing.
true. It's- you're
If you
absolutely
can't do those
Yeah,
things,
exactly.
and
But you can. But you're saying Salah.
I'm saying
Salah
he
started
can't.
doing that at
But I'm
26.
saying he can't. I'm saying what that's.
You
That's what
can't
I'm
say he
saying.
can't as a
I'm
state,
saying
as
he-
a
I'm saying he
stone
can't.
hard cold fact.
From
I
what I've
can't.
seen,
Can he say
true,
that?
it's true, it's
Can he
true,
say he
it's true.
can't? He can't say he
Yeah,
can't.
it's
Just
true.
like
We
I
didn't
can't.
think- we didn't think
Just
Salah
like
could
I
have
can't say he can. You can't say he can't.
Bro,
But I'm saying I think he can
Rashford-
based off
I think
potential.
Rashford's more of a goal scorer, like in terms of like a goal scoring winger. I think he's more that type of profile in terms of like Salah and Ronaldo at that age. I think it's Rashford, and even Rashford, I don't think he can do that consistently year in, year out. I don't think so. To say then Bukayog's going to do that, or
You're going purely off
Saka's,
goal.
hold on. Saka, first of all, is 4 years younger than Rashford.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The trajectory is good, and I think the trajectory, but I'm saying I'm
Oh,
struggling.
I
to
agree.
see.
I don't think Saka will. Me personally, it's a
Yeah.
prediction. I could be wrong
Yeah.
here. I don't
Of
think
course, I
Saka
could
will
be
reach.
wrong.
I don't
Okay,
think
I know.
Saka will
Yeah.
reach Salah or Ronaldo levels either. But on the flip side, like
I
Sharky
think
is
he
saying,
will.
I didn't think Salah could reach these levels either.
Exactly.
So,
No one
Yeah.
is.
So yeah,
You never know.
Only the future knows.
Let's get into another one. Yeah. I'm gonna pick this one. Alejandro Garnacho has the potential of being a superstar footballer and one of the best in the world.
I don't know. One of the best in the world is vague.
I'm not like the one of the best in the world one.
Top 10 in the world?
To be
Yeah, like top 10 in the world.
I don't think
Superstar.
so.
Like comes like see like Vinny, this kind of players. Like
No,
top,
I think he's got
don't think so.
superstar potential, but I don't know about saying best in the world. I don't think about best.
I
in the
love
world.
Garnacho. and
so
I-
no
I-
one's put a hand up.
He will not be. He will not
I've
be.
seen
yeah.
this.
You said best in the world, right?
One of like up there.
Nah, I've seen this with United.
I think he'll be a
players.
top player.
Yeah,
I think
I
he'll be a
agree.
top player.
So he'll get like
He's
top
got
30
the
Ballon
speed.
He's
d'Or a
not.
few times.
I said it. For me, he's not like a talent. Like for me, when I saw Rashford, when I saw other United youngsters like really burst to the scenes, I've seen somewhere I'm like, okay, from the start, this guy's a superstar talent. I look at Vinny, for example, similar. Pedri, similar. Gavi, Mbappe. Obviously, you're saying these are big names, but this is how good they were at 18 years old. Garnacho for me is a very good player, and I think he's a very good talent, and I think he'll end up being a very good player, and he'll have a very long, successful career. But I just don't think he has that level to him in his game. Like, I just don't think as a talent, I don't think he's a superstar talent. I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think he's a superstar talent.
No.
I think it's crazy that you say Vinny, because I remember Vinny at the beginning in Real Madrid. They were right. They were saying what you're saying now.
Nah, but they were wrong to do that, because even Vinny at the start, you could see it, bro. Like Vinny for me, it was always the end product. No,
look at he's so young, 18 years old, and he's got that sort of composure in big moments already. Like, he's had like 2-3 already.
For me, Garnacho, the best thing about him is he's brave, bro.
He's
fearless, bro. He sees the moment. He's not afraid of any big game. He's not afraid of anybody. I love that about him. I'm looking at purely his talent, his ability. I don't think he has the ability level to be a superstar. Like, I'm talking top 10 players in the world. Again, I'd love to be wrong, push my team. Yeah. But just from that, I think it'd be great.
I agree. I agree with you in terms of I can't see.
It'll be a top 10 winger in the Prem, top 10 winger, maybe even in the world. But top 10 player?
Nah. I don't think it'll be top. I don't think it'll be top 10.
Yeah, no, neither do I. I think I've seen these bursts come out from Man United. Do you get like with a few players? He went real. Januzaj.
Januzaj was different, man.
Did you get when he came?
Januzaj for me,
bro. He burst through, bro.
Januzaj was crazy. He was one person. I thought very good player, but I never
didn't see it.
Yeah,
I felt the same way though. For me, Januzaj was like he didn't have enough burst to be.
Januzaj, Martial.
Martial for me was a superstar talent. That for me was a superstar talent.
Like they have there, Makeda was.
Come
on, we all fought.
I can name players like that though at every club, bro.
I'm talking about United though. But this is the United player we're talking about. Do you get?
Right. No, United also had some elite level talent come out of the academy, bro. Come on,
Rashford.
We literally have an entire class.
Michael Keane.
They did have one. Obviously, circumstances will not happen. But
I think even Rashford,
Mason Greenwood could have been ridiculous.
Rashford will be.
And he's not shown anything where. On the pitch where he potentially could have been sky high.
He did though at the sort of time that he.
He didn't show anything to stop him from.
Of course.
My point is Rashford for me, like he's a bigger talent than Garnacho, and Rashford Greenwood. Rashford is not a top 10 player in the world either, and I think he's a bigger talent than Garnacho was at that age. Rashford, when he first burst onto the scene, bro, we were comparing them to Mbappe, bro.
Okay, yeah. Okay. No, put a hand up. Speaking of young talents. Jamal Musiala has the highest ceiling out of all of the youngsters in the world. Vinny doesn't count, by the way. Vinny's established. Like the Pedris, the Sakas, the Bellinghams, the Gavis, the Camavingas. No. Jamal Musiala has the highest
If you're saying
ceiling.
Pedri, then no way. Pedri's on the list.
Pedri, the thing is, for me, Pedri, Saka, Bellingham, if they're in... Musiala's in that with them.
He's in that.
Those three are the reasons why my hand can't go up.
Yeah, facts.
Because I look at Pedri, Bellingham, and Saka, and I'm like, and Musiala, them four. They're the big four. I think Musiala.
I think low key. I think that's not a bad
shot.
I don't think that's a bad shot.
I'm saying I agree. I do agree.
But ceiling is a different thing. I might also think Bellingham has a higher. I think if Bellingham puts everything together and gets 100% right, the physical traits that he has, mixed with obviously the technique that he has, he might have the highest ceiling out of all of them. But I would say Musiala right now is better. That's a tough one. Like you said, those four are so good. And you look at even Foden, like
you can put them in any apart from Pedri. I think you can put them in any order, and you don't look crazy.
For me, that whole top 10 list, people are saying how you not have him, or like why did you put him 8th? Or for me, if you make that top 10 already, you're unbelievable. I put Foden 9th.
I had 26 players in my shortlist.
If you make my 10 already, you're brazy.
If you're in my 10,
at that point, it's just like you're picking like between margins. Foden, you could say has the highest ceiling out of all of these guys. You could make that argument.
Rakitic as well.
Okay, don't do that.
What? He's not gonna have a better career than Garnacho.
Garnacho have a better career than Bajcetic.
Okay, we'll see. I'll show you in 10 years' time.
Why are you making that comparison?
No. I know, but they're youngsters, bro. They're youngsters. One's a DM.
I like Bajcetic. I like him.
He's quality, bro. He's gonna be amazing. And you know when we talk about how you said top 10, who's gonna be a world class player? He's gonna be one of them, bro. He's going to be one of them.
Staying on the theme of youngsters, this one's about Foden and Saka. Foden wouldn't be able to do what Saka has done for Arsenal. And if Saka was at City, he would do better than Foden has.
I don't know about that.
I agree.
Say again?
So it's like basically saying Foden wouldn't do what Saka's been able to do at Arsenal. And if Saka was at City,
well, there's two different
he'd do better.
No, okay, so I agree with half of that.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't think Foden carry this a poor Arsenal team the way Saka did, or like keep them afloat. But also Foden's performances in the Champions League, where he was
He's
arguably
an
City's best
unbelievable
players in
Champions
those games. I don't know if Saka, especially at that age, could have replicated that.
Saka, you see what he's doing in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the biggest stage.
No, that's true, but
So he can do it in a Champions League.
but doing it,
Saka
it
is
says
doing
for
it.
City. It's not for
Yeah,
England.
for City. I'm saying the fact going off. You've seen Saka. You haven't seen him in Champions League, but you've seen him in the World
It's
Cup.
not about that. For me,
Seen
it's
him at
about
the Euros.
under Pep for me. That it's under
Saka
Pep for me.
under Pep. You don't think he'd
No,
be
but
phenomenal?
hold on. You have to understand, Foden is the only player, bar Messi, that I've ever seen Pep during that Champions League run
Yeah, Pep
give
loves
him a
him.
free role. Foden was literally like running shit for City during that Champions League run. I don't know if Saka gets given that same. Like it's all. I don't know if Foden comes to Arsenal and Arteta plays him as a 10 and unlocks something out of him. For me, it's all situational.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, right.
But
I agree.
I don't think for sure. I don't know. I don't think Foden could do at Arsenal what Saka did.
Yeah, no.
No, 100%. That's 100%.
Yeah, that I definitely
that
agree with.
100%.
Yeah,
It's just whether or not Saka can replicate the
What
impact
Foden's
that
done.
Foden's been doing.
maybe not exactly that. I think
I
he'd
don't
still
think
be very good.
I think it'll be a
different,
completely different role.
Yeah.
It'll be a completely different role.
All right, that's another one. If Kai Havertz went to City and Haaland went to Chelsea, it would benefit both sides.
Say again?
It would improve both sides, basically.
I
If
understand what
Havertz
you're
went to
saying,
City and Haaland went to Chelsea, it would improve both sides.
I think it'll prove Chelsea.
Yeah.
Of course,
Haaland will
clearly,
improve-
they need a
yeah, he'll
striker.
improve
Nah,
Chelsea.
Havertz has
But
City.
Havertz-
But
That's-
Havertz has City,
That
no.
one for me, and
You
now.
don't think he's
I
more
don't
of a
know,
City
bro.
player than Haaland?
If you
I
said
think
if you
he
said
is.
Felix, if you said
Regardless.
Felix and Haaland, then I could say yeah, okay.
Regardless
Maybe
of-
you're
yeah.
speaking
But
now. You're talking.
Don't forget what Havertz
Yeah.
was at Leverkusen, bro.
Yeah.
Who's to say Pep? That's what I'm saying. It's all situational. Who's to say if Havertz hadn't gone immediately from Leverkusen
Yeah.
to Pep City team,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be able
Maybe
to
yeah,
now,
yeah, maybe
Maybe-
you're right.
I
You're
know.
talking about development wise,
Felix.
yeah.
You're saying
maybe.
Felix is the role, but Havertz plays a similar the
Yeah.
forward, bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the false nine.
But
I
as
think
of
he
right
could've
now,
done it,
fam,
yeah.
But you know what the difference between Felix and Havertz for me is Felix could slide into Man City right now and he'll look good. I think Havertz.
Felix for me is better.
Havertz, you'd have to coach him. You'd take time, and he's got to adapt, and then Pep's
Yeah.
got to find a way to get the best out of it. Whereas Felix can literally come into the City team right now.
I agree.
And
Yeah,
then
he did that with Chelsea's
then-
first game. You saw how good he
and
was
do it,
before
yeah,
he
yeah,
got sent
so
off.
I think
Right,
it's
no
a
one put a
level
hand up for that.
difference,
Okay,
yeah.
we need some hands up. I think we might get this time. Arsene Wenger is hands down the most overrated manager of all time.
No, it's not him.
Arsene Wenger is the most overrated manager of all time.
It's
I don't think
Ancelotti.
so.
Oh, phew. No one-
Ancelotti is the most overrated manager of all time.
You think so? Oh, so you're with FaZe?
Yeah,
Really?
no,
Yeah,
definitely.
you and FaZe are
No,
together.
but Faisal's a hater right now.
Yeah,
Faisal is he's reactionary.
Yeah,
right now he's
actually,
angry
he's
at
very
Ancelotti.
reactionary, yeah.
But for
Really?
me, Ancelotti, I say it all the time, right? You look at everyone always brings up the stat that he's won in 5 different countries. He only won 1 league in each of those countries. He had that great Milan team for almost a decade and won 1 league title for them. In fact, he made more Champions League semifinals than he did finishing in the top 3 in Syria.
Oh wow.
With that stacked Milan team, he underachieved them in
To be
my
fair,
opinion.
Syria at that time was stacked itself. Juve,
But Milan was the
Inter.
best team, bro.
Yeah,
Milan was the best team by a mile.
by
bro.
name, they were.
They had the
definitely
best
team.
players.
The best
Yeah.
players, yeah. They-
And then everywhere
Yeah.
he's gone, over a 38-game season, I think tactically there's much better
Yeah,
managers than him. One I
He's a
will
cup
give him
manager.
in Cups knockout competition, his in-game management and his man management is very good. But I think people want to force him into conversations with Fergie, with Pep, with
Nah, nah,
Jose.
nah, he's not
I
in
don't
that.
think he's anywhere
Nah,
near
he's
any
not
of
in
those
that
3. Bro. I
conversation.
think those 3 are clear of him in my opinion.
Yeah, and I agree.
Wenger,
I
for
think he'll
me-
make a sick
Yeah.
coach though.
Yeah, no, for
Ancelotti,
sure.
he'll make a
Knockout
sick.
football, he's
yeah,
the guy, bro.
He'll be
for
a sick
sure.
international coach.
So going back to
Yeah,
Arsene
yeah.
Wenger,
He's underrated for me.
I think he's disrespected.
Yeah, he's
so
underrated.
that's another way you think
Yeah,
underrated.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
What he did with
I
those
didn't think you guys
Arsenal
would say that. Obviously, I agree.
No, he's disrespected, bro.
What he did with those Arsenal teams with that budget post Emirates era, the football that he was playing, bro, he was getting them top 4 every single season with Giroud and Almunia and
That was
bro,
dark
it was
times, man.
the only thing I will say though,
The
right?
stadium killed him.
I don't understand why.
Stadium
Yeah,
killed
but
him.
it's helped Arsenal now. In the
No, of
future.
course, yeah. But
Here's
at
the
the
one
time,
thing,
I'm saying
though.
it killed him. Yeah.
No one was putting a gun to his head to keep Almunia, bro. He could have played any other goalkeeper. That guy was ass, bro.
Yeah,
That's one of the
yeah.
worst goalkeepers I've ever seen play for top 16, bro. He was terrible.
No,
Almunia
no,
was
What,
garbage.
Aurelio Gomez for Spurs?
No,
Gomez
no.
was better than Almunia for me.
No one beats Karius. Has the worst top
I love how
two.
you know.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
bad.
it. What's it?
Yeah,
You know I love my food. Yeah.
So let me get
He has
into
to
that.
fight. Yeah,
Let me
let me
get
get
involved.
He has to always find a way to get involved. You know.
No, it's
Nah,
true.
Almunia was
Karius. No
horrible,
one
bro.
beats
Crazy.
Karius, bro.
Yeah.
But I remember Wenger. I can't remember what year it was, but he said something. But in my head, when he said it, I said, "This guy tapped," but it's happening right
Yeah,
now
it's facts. Go on, I know you're going to say.
about the players.
No, I thought it's something else.
See?
It's such a vague statement
Yeah.
though, about the,
No,
what
he
about the
said
players.
they're gonna be so expensive that
Yeah.
they have to run out.
You have to run down
it's
the
a free
contract.
contract,
Yeah,
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 he predicted that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, what expensive? What are you talking about? It's not gonna, and it's hitting the numbers.
Yeah,
now.
no, he's right. He's
Their
right.
players
Players will
can't
run down
buy
the
players
contract
no
now.
more.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to wait
Do you
until
watch
they're free.
American sports at all?
Like, no, I'm not from there.
Like you.
You're asking him.
I was saying, but
That's what they do.
in
That's
the
what they
U-
do, yeah,
my
yeah.
point is in the US, like in NBA and stuff like that, that's what players have been doing for like the longest. They
Yeah.
they have huge contracts and they basically control the length of their contract and they run it down and they sign for whoever they want to do. And that's what's happening now in football. Like the Mbappe thing.
Yeah.
He basically ran down his contract, said, okay, I'm gonna have this bidding war for me, sign for whoever I want. I'm only gonna do it for 2 years and I'm in control of my destiny.
Word.
Word.
Game recognized game.
I hear you, homie.
I thought you were gonna say when
what do you
Wenger
think?
said fourth place is like a trophy, and everyone laughed.
Oh,
Crazy.
yes.
That was
Yeah,
crazy.
And everyone laughed.
No, but he's not lying
Knowledge,
though.
bro.
Now people
No,
treat
he's right.
top four.
Knowledge,
People,
bro.
people look how he's been behaving the whole episode.
No,
Hey,
hold on,
Elias,
hold on.
how has he been behaving the whole episode? He's been moving like it's a trophy.
Yeah, don't do that.
He's been moving like it's a trophy.
Arsenal, he said that when it was the big four. There were only 4 teams ever making the top 4.
he
He was
knew,
celebrating finishing last in a.
Yeah, but nowadays, because you got
Yeah.
like 6, 7, 8 teams.
Yeah,
sometimes
now,
compete. Now,
okay.
like, it has to be. It's like a trophy.
Yeah, you're
getting
yeah, top 4 battles a race, but
Keep it, fam. Look at the
100%.
look at the money you make from finishing. in
Ren
them
actually
places,
asked a
bro.
good
It helps.
question in the group chat today, in another group chat we're in. He said, "What does Mikel Arteta have to do to surpass Arsene Wenger?"
Oh, yes.
Brother, you gotta do a lot.
He's gotta do a
Let's
lot,
be
bro.
real,
Yeah.
fam.
Don't know
he-
people to really
he's got-
overtake him. A Premier League and a Champions League. A Champions League will overtake.
Yeah,
Wenger.
That's what I said. A Prem and a Champions League,
Yeah.
one of each.
Yeah, one.
No,
and-
not just the
How
Prem.
many leagues does Wenger have? 3?
Wenger's got 3,
And
but
then
also
shit ton of FA
It's not
Cups.
just one Prem, bro.
3 Prems, 2 of them doubles. So 2 of them came with FA Cup and 1 of them was Invincible season.
It's
You know- you-
influence.
no, but
too.
you-
you need a Champions-
No,
Yeah,
this is what
influence, yeah,
Arteta
you're
needs
right,
to do.
you're right, you're
Arteta needs to build a dynasty at
But
Arsenal.
he's-
He needs to
he's
build a
doing
lot.
that.
Yeah, he know, but he needs to fulfill it.
Yeah.
He can't build it and then 2 years online go to the City or whatever. He
Nah,
needs to
he's staying.
oversee a dynasty, and they don't have to
Yeah.
win 8 Premier Leagues in a row. Obviously,
I'm
but-
telling you this right now. Arteta will be at Arsenal until he's grey. His
really.
hair is jet black when he came to Arsenal.
That
It's
bar,
not when it's great.
I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
You will see Arteta at Arsenal and his hair is
I
grey.
say that, but then I think
He'll be
there's
there for
only
another 20
one-
years.
there's
Shocky, if
only
you deep
one-
it.
There's only one problem.
What?
That one. Barcelona.
I was gonna say that Barca knock.
See,
Barcelona.
See,
No,
hear
Barca
that?
fan.
That's
He's a
the
Barca
You know-
fan.
fair.
you know
grew
about
up
that?
he's
I
a
know about
Barca
that.
fan.
See.
He knows about
That's
that?
his club.
Yeah,
As much as he loves Arsenal,
it's
Barcelona is his club as
They're
well.
not
So it's
different.
like
Managers
that's the
staying-
only time I can see maybe him leaving.
Arsenal
The only
seems
team I
to-
see him leaving
do
Arsenal
that.
is if things don't go. It's like it's kind of like what Klopp's going
It's
through
rocky,
now.
yeah.
Like it's rocky. The cycle's over.
if it's going good,
and
he's not
then
going
they
to
come
Barca.
knocking on the door.
You never
I see
know
him go
though.
Barca.
Bro, Arsene Wenger got approached by Madrid countless times.
Arsene Wenger's different.
Barcelona,
It's different.
everyone
Different
approached Arsene
time,
Wenger,
different
and he
era,
stayed.
different
But
time.
deep it
Wallahi,
now,
different
Sharky.
time.
Deep it now.
Nowadays, it's more like you might feel like once he wins the Champions League, let's say he wins the Champions League and
Yeah.
Premier League with Arsenal, he might feel like my
There's
job
not
here is
enough.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave a hero.
I'm even
leave it here, bro.
Edu,
Yeah,
if
leave
Edu
it.
keeps
Like
checking
Pep,
him in the
like Pep,
transfer
like
window.
leave.
Don't do what Wenger did and stay
And
too long.
overstay.
And yeah.
Leave
thinking
a hero
even-
and then go
Deep
to
as well,
Barca. So I
Sharky.
feel like your success might come, like you might be a victim of your own success.
Maybe.
You might
But
look
I'll
at
take
so
a
well.
Prem and Champions
Who
League.
is-
I'll say thank you.
No, no,
It's
of course,
now.
of course.
It's like managers don't stay for that. Who's the longest serving manager in the Premier League, bro?
Klopp.
Oh, stop this, man.
No, deep. No, that's what I'm saying. And I feel like Klopp just was
Bring him
yesterday.
back to himself.
I felt like Klopp was yesterday. Do you get it? But he's the longest serving manager. So sometimes
Fair point, though.
I don't. You get
Fair
it.
point,
So I don't
man.
see
Fair
Arteta really staying there till he's grey and that because I don't know.
Football's changed as well, man.
Do you think
Football's
Arsenal's
changed.
gonna
Like
keep?
people need
Yeah,
that hunger.
managers
yeah.
they don't last now. He's
Yeah.
right. They don't
Yeah, they
last.
don't last
15,
as long.
20
You don't
years
see
now, bro.
that. Yeah.
I'm telling you
Yeah.
that.
But okay, Arteta was
that
last.
market hit
If this like the upstairs people, the Vinay's and these people, the Cronky, if
Yeah.
they stay, Arteta stays.
Yeah.
The only way I can see him going is if we get new ownership
and then they might want a new
and
direction.
things are going rocky, and then they're getting rid of him.
Yeah.
And
Even
the
if things
Barca
are rocky
fall.
now, these guys are not getting rid of
Yeah,
Arteta.
of course, no, facts.
Yeah. All right, next one. Reece Nelson is a better player than Sancho and Antony.
Not than
Oh,
Sancho.
come on, man.
I think he's definitely better than Antony. My hand's up halfway.
Anthony.
And Sancho, I think there's ability-wise,
No, Sancho's
they're not
better
far
than-
off.
Sancho's better than Reece
That's
Nelson.
Ability-wise, they're not far off.
Sancho's better than
Sancho's
Sancho's
better
better
than
than Reece Nelson, bro. We saw Reece Nelson in the Bundesliga. Hold on, that for me is crazy. But
Well,
Reece
Bundesliga, but
Nelson-
for the wrong club. If Reece Nelson was at Dortmund, maybe.
okay, so what? Sancho if he's at
Reece
Arsenal.
Nelson, Hoffenheim was going- was
at
Hoffenheim, right?
If Sancho was at Arsenal, you don't think he'd be much better?
If Reece Nelson at Hoffenheim was going crazy.
Don't compare him to Sancho at Dortmund. Don't do that.
Sancho-
Sancho's a better player than Reece Nelson.
Sancho starts for Arsenal.
Antony.
If under Arteta, he would start for
Where?
Arsenal. On the
I
left.
don't know about that.
On
I
the
don't,
left.
I'm not gonna
He
go.
would.
I'm not
He
gonna say
would.
that.
He
I'm not
would.
gonna say
Come
that.
on,
compete.
let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Compete, though.
I'm not gonna say
Not to say that Martinelli's dead. I just think he is.
I
an
like
Arteta-
Sancho's
He's
game.
an Arteta type
I
of
like
player,
his game.
and I think he would.
Link
he
up
would
player.
thrive.
He's a good.
Sancho's
he suits
a-
Arsenal more than he suits United.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sancho's a better player than
Yeah.
Reece Nelson.
Yeah.
Antony. Could Reece Nelson not go to Ajax and score 12
He
goals?
can. He'll go nuts.
I mean, to be fair, he was playing that
Yeah,
final,
final.
and he
Conference League final.
same season as Antony. Anthony looked better.
Conference League final.
I'm
Yeah,
taking
but-
game
but
on the
Ajax-
line. Universe. What is it? Martian's got the death beam pointed at Earth.
96 minutes and 59 seconds. Corner coming in. I'm taking Reece Nelson.
Fate of the universe on the line. You better make it. Give me Reece Nelson, bro. Give me Reece Nelson over Antony, bro. Give me Reece Nelson over Antony.
But Antony scored the win against Barca, no?
Influence.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. He has that.
Effectiveness.
He has that.
Well,
It's just, that's what it is. It's effectiveness. It's trying to create, trying to do something. I get the ball, trying to do something. I'm going to beat this player. It's not going to work. Next time I get the ball, I'm going to try and beat this player. 1, 2, make the run.
I'm still gonna give.
Doesn't
I'm still
work.
giving.
I'm going to cross it in and hope for something. Doesn't work. Like, he's trying. I just want a trier.
I know Anthony's a trier. Anthony's a trier. No, don't get it wrong. Anthony's a trier.
But
he's trying. He's like that little
trying
kid.
wrong things.
No, but I know what. Like Elias' problem with Antony is that his decisiveness. He's indecisive.
He's not good. That's my problem with him, bro. How about that?
He's indecisive, but you
Sick of
can't
this guy,
deny
man.
that Antony's improved us our attack. You can't deny
Because,
that,
bro,
man.
hold on. Hold on.
Bro.
This is what I hate about United
You can't
fans.
deny that,
Hold on.
bro.
This is what I
You
hate
don't think
about
he
United
has?
fans. United fans, gaslight you. This is what they do. They see. This is what they did with Weghorst. They did the same shit with
Nah,
Weghorst.
I'm not Weghorst
But
guy,
this
so
is,
you
bro.
can
People
take me
talk
out
about
that one,
Antony
yeah.
and the balance he brings to United. Look at what isn't there when Antony's not there. We have no actual right winger. So yes, Antony is better than absolutely nothing. So in that sense, yes, he's improved us.
Nah,
We don't employ another right winger.
I would
So
say that. Because you got Sancho that can play on the right.
hold on.
Sancho could.
If Sancho was that good, he wouldn't have signed
it for Bundesliga. For
If Sancho was that good, he wouldn't have signed Antony.
The reason Antony.
Sancho was that good, he wouldn't have signed
Of
Antony.
course, but Anthony is his player. He wanted somebody that he knew was comfortable enough
You
to
got
play his
him,
system, and he
Leach,
got him in.
Antony,
innit?
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
The
So
only reason Antony improves us is because the way Ten Hag wants to play requires someone to be really wide. And
Wide, yeah.
Sancho is someone who drifts in and cuts in.
Yeah.
So in that sense, that's the only kind of player we have on the right there. But that's the same people who say, oh, United need Martial, and Martial brings balance to the team. It's because we don't have anyone else other than Martial, bro. The minute we actually sign a top right winger, Antony's going to look irrelevant, bro. He will be on the first plane out, bro. If United ever become...
he's gonna sign a right winger, you know.
then United will not reach
I
the
don't
level...
think right wingers he want.
Then United
I
will
don't
not
think
reach
so.
the level they need to be, bro.
You got Elanga that can play there.
Ahmad don't
Sancho.
know.
I'm telling you this right now. If
I
United
don't know.
ever get to...
Amad Diallo come in.
He's better than... Diallo's better than Antony, bro.
And
If
then-
United
and then
ever...
I don't want to say his name, but you're hearing.
He's better than
rumors.
Antony too. Let me tell you this, bro.
He who
But he's
cannot
more
be
of a-
named.
he's more of a striker, though.
But then he can play on the right as well,
Yeah, up front.
and he's very good on the right as well.
Name.
He's good.
He who cannot be named.
Name,
Liban,
please.
if United...
We need a name. Name. We need a
You
name.
already mentioned his name. You still about Mason Greenwood.
Oh, I thought you meant a new player. Like, yeah. I thought you meant a new player. Like when he said, I thought you were gonna sign a new player. Boom, boom,
Let's
boom.
keep it a secret.
Yeah, yeah. I think what's going on?
We got something loaded up,
I
bro.
should mention him or not.
Nah, you
know
can't.
what I
End
mean?
of the day.
Yeah. You know,
but this is what
I'm saying we've had that. We have
Everyone
that right
knows-
player. I'm
Let
saying
me
he's a right
say
side
this
player
though.
as well. Do you know what I'm
Liban,
saying?
if United are ever to win the league,
Yeah.
Anthony will not be a key contributor to that team.
100%.
I promise you, bro. I promise you,
100%.
bro.
Well, I.
United, if they ever get successful, he'll be shifted out, bro.
There we go. Final one.
I don't know. I feel like you're writing him off a little too early.
No, come on, man.
I
Trust your eyes.
No, listen.
Believe in what you're seeing.
I think-
Thank you. X
No,
retina.
I think
He
there's
fails it. Flying colors.
I think there's truth in what
does
you're
the
saying. I think there's truth in what you're saying.
Winger does that. No
I think
step
there's-
overs. Just
I think it's true. No, I think there's truth in what you're saying. In terms of, I do believe Anthony's like very indecisive, and that kills us sometimes, especially in a lot of
Kills
games.
transitions, bro.
It kills us. He slows shit down, bro. I'm thinking, bro. There's times where we're on the break and he'll just bring it back. And I'm like, what? You beat that man already. You gone. You left him. Why are you
I
going back?
told you, it reminds
So it's
me
like-
of Nicolas Pepe. He used to do that same
Yeah.
shit. We'll have the ball, we'll go on a counter attack,
Yeah.
get the ball, go back.
Pepe for me was an IQ thing. It wasn't as a
He has
player. I actually
ability.
thought
Pepe's ability is
Decision
very-
making-
Pepe's got
decision making
ability.
was
Antony, bro, he
his
cannot.
ability
He
is
can't
high.
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Antony is incapable when he gets in those situations, and he knows it, and that's why he cuts back. He has no right foot. He has
Yeah.
no burst. He has no upper body strength. He has no strong legs.
We'll give it. Let's
There's
give it.
nothing there, bro.
I'm
lose my mind.
I know. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it because you know I'm giving him the benefit of that
don't
because
trust your eyes.
there's been no, but you know it's because it's not. It's been positive. There's been positive. Anthony. He scored some good goals. He scored some important goals. He's created. He has done.
He hasn't created a single big chance in the Premier League. Don't say he's
No,
created.
but I'm saying okay. But in terms
This
of
is
like
two
no,
United
but I'm
fans,
saying in
different sides of
terms
the
of
argument for
when I say
Antony.
create,
It's
I'm not just saying
beautiful to
create. I'm
see.
talking about when getting the ball, linking up. Like you that's no. But I'm saying hold on, because I get what Elias is saying in terms of the guy is just not direct enough. He's not. He doesn't get go like he doesn't create enough
He doesn't
for
affect
himself.
games, bro.
For himself.
As a footballer,
Is that what you want?
What are you
But-
doing to
But-
affect the
but-
game? That's
No,
the
but there's-
best. He doesn't do anything.
But there's
As a
been
winger as
moments
well.
Oh,
like
it's even
against
worse.
City,
Barcelona.
like against Barcelona, where he's come up
What
Do you
against
know what I mean?
Arsenal, bro? They put him through on goal and he scored it.
That's what I'm saying. But you
And
still, you
yes,
have to still,
and
you still need
anyone
to
score that.
yeah, but
Emerson
anyone-
Royale scored for Spurs.
That's not
1-on-1.
impact for me, bro. That's not changing the
that.
game
No, but he
for
should
me,
score
bro.
that.
You could
That's
put
true,
Dan
bro.
James. I've seen Dan James in those positions. Dan James is doing everything that you said Antony does. He did it in his first season at United, bro.
Yeah.
Scored against Chelsea, assisted against City, assisted against Liverpool. He wasn't good enough, bro. The only reason we're backing Antony is because he's Brazilian and because he played under Ten Hag. That's the only reason
I
why.
think he's, for me personally, I think he's improved our attack, and I think he's okay. You're saying he's given us the width. He has though. He's given us the width. He's
We
improved
went
our attack.
from the ground to
Who
I don't know,
talking about?
man.
Who
I
talking
think-
about?
I think I agree with it because I actually genuinely get where he's coming from.
But
I
you're
see it,
giving
and
him more time
you've seen me even
than he
frustrated.
is.
I've voiced it, like I get frustrated.
I've seen it
But
now.
it's like that's for
Don't
me to
fall for it. That's
I
what
think
happened to Pepe,
his,
bro.
no, but his one is.
I was waiting.
No, but
I
his-
kept saying Elias was like Elias
Yeah.
was saying Pepe's no, it's not it, and I kept saying no, just give him. Trust me, I can see something. I see something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But
I
it
see
never
something
came.
and I'm
It
like,
never came.
Give it a chance.
Trust me,
He's
don't
saying
fall for
with this
he's
guy,
saying
innit?
he's
It's the
done
Pepe
already.
effect. Don't fall for
He's
it.
saying he's done.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
they're
agree
gonna
with
keep
him. Agree with
They're
him.
gonna-
Because
they're gonna
Pepe
keep
never
him.
came.
Not yet.
One
Give me
final
a year.
one.
A year from now.
What is
then
the year gonna show, bro?
A year.
Okay.
Because
This
he has had. Okay. Do you genuinely
This guy
think
thinks
no?
it's like pro
Hold
clubs,
on.
you add attributes.
No,
or
Elias,
something like that,
has he
bro.
had
He's dead,
has he had
bro.
a horrible season?
Has
Has he had a bad season?
You know what is?
Yes, for how much we bought him for and for what he's given us, he's had a bad season. Yes.
I don't think he had a bad season.
You know what is with wingers?
You went for 100 million pounds, bro.
No, I think that's where we disagree.
You know
I
when
don't
you-
think he's had a bad season.
Even if a winger
I think-
plays
I
dead,
don't think he's had an amazing season either, but I don't think he's had a bad season. I think he's had a decent first season.
even when a winger,
I think he's done. He's had some moments and done some things. What do you want to say?
when a winger plays dead,
Relevant, brother. What do you want to say? Yeah.
I was irrelevant on Sunday. 7-0. Aye, when a winger is dead, you can see. When you, well, I'm being real. When you see a winger, you know he's. You know what? They get off me because he's nothing like Diaz. He's nothing like Diaz.
Diaz is a top player.
Where's that chewed up?
He is a top player.
I didn't rate it. I only rate what comes. It only comes out on special occasions. This is hot takes.
Diaz is my kind of winger. That's the kind of winger I like.
That's what I'm saying. When
That's
you
the
see,
kind of
you
winger
see
I
it.
like.
I don't.
Luis Diaz.
With Antony,
That's
you don't
my
see
kind
it.
of winger, bro.
Yeah.
Even
You-
Harvey Barnes
you
is
can
my
tell straight
kind of
away.
winger. Antony, bro, I can
With
never
a
get behind a player
striker,
like that.
you like. You know what? Give him a year. Give him time. Give a striker time. With a winger, I don't know why. It's weird.
It's
You
a different
clock straight
position.
away.
It's like
Yeah, you clock like. Oh, you know what? He's gonna be fire. Next season, he's gonna be fire.
wingers.
I don't see that with
and,
Antony.
Like goalkeepers, obviously, is a different sport. Forget goalkeepers. It's different. It's a whole different sport. With wingers, I think it's a special position to every other position. Like you said, it's a game where it's the most one like solo sport type position on the pitch. Defense, you got a unit. You know, like the striker, but the striker has to play with two defenders. Might drop in. A winger is like you have your fullback, and that's a battle the whole game. It's like a 1v1 game.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's a
Win your
solo
individual
sport. It's
duel.
like tennis, 1v1, whatever. With a winger, like I said, you kind of know, your
can
eyes.
see it
That's
in
when you can
them.
do eye test the most. You
Yeah.
kind of know, right? You want to hold on to something and hope, but you know what kind of
Yeah,
winger.
but
Let me ask you
Okay.
this, Liban. Let me ask you this. There's three kinds of wingers, especially in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You have your 1v1 winger.
Yeah.
Let's say Sadio Mane. That's your 1v1 winger.
yeah.
Hazard. You have your winger of
scoring,
movement.
yeah, your goals-
Salah
yeah.
gets into amazing goal scoring
Goal
positions.
positions, yeah.
You have your creative winger. Let's say Mahrez, for example,
Yeah, yeah,
creates
yeah.
chances from
So
out
which one
wide.
is Saka? And have them three?
Saka
He's
is
a hybrid of a couple.
he's a hybrid of a few.
Yeah.
What about
he's
Diaz?
he's
What
a
about
hybrid.
Diaz?
I
Diaz is your 1v1
I know you like
for me.
to
He's like- he
but
falls in that first
he's a
one.
hybrid. He's a hybrid.
But my
so-
point is, and this is this is my biggest issue with Ziyech. When Ziyech came into the league, I said the same thing about him. He is not, his movement is not elite enough to be an elite goal scorer in this league. He's not a good enough 1v1 threat to beat Luis Diaz, and he doesn't create enough chances, bar that one out right to left outswinger that he has. Antony is basically almost like a more jumpy version of Ziyech, bro. That's really what he is. He isn't a huge creator. He isn't a huge goal scorer, and he isn't going to beat his man. As a winger, those are the three things. You have to have at least one of them. He doesn't have any of them.
It's true. And as a Brazilian, he's acting. He's not acting accordingly.
Oh yeah, the Brazilian status.
Like,
Take
yeah,
it off.
you're Brazilian. He's not acting accordingly.
No, but you know what it
You're
is,
meant to be Brazilian, bro. Like Brazilian wingers is dangerous, fam.
If you can find me one winger, elite winger ever that didn't have any of those three attributes, bro.
You're proven wrong.
Prove me wrong.
This hot take was about Reece Nelson originally, but it became anti-debate. One final one.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp will once again win Liverpool the Premier League.
No.
Furs his hand is up. and It's the only
Let
one.
me tell you why. Am I allowed to explain why?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Here, listen to him, please. Oh my god.
Before I say my piece.
Why is it true?
I
That's
love the way
what
it
I want the answer to know why
I
it's
told
true.
you I was taking pictures like
He's
this.
been chewing it.
It's been true. I'm telling you, there's bite marks on the thing. I'm shocked. Like.
Why will he win the league again for Liverpool?
His words is scary, bro. He says believe. we have to believe. Like, well, I'm being real. Well, as a Liverpool fan, I believe again. I believe again, bro. I was in the mud, fam. Was nearly entering administration.
Did you get rid of your dog now?
Dog Liban's.
That was FS. Hold on, that was
dog.
Huh?
Where's my dog?
FSG is the one who got you out of administration.
I don't care about FSG, fam.
What did Klopp do to get you out of administration,
I
bro?
said Liverpool.
Yeah, but the question, the
So now
take
I
was
believe-
Liverpool will
Yeah,
Klopp will win the league.
Tell me
again.
about
yeah.
administration,
He
bro.
will. Let me tell you why, Sharky, yeah?
What are you talking about,
What are
bro?
you talking
Why
about,
will
fam?
Klopp win the league?
If I call US Embassy in Vauxhall right now, you're finished, bro.
That's where it is as well.
Yeah, if I call in 9 Elms, if I call
9
them
Elms,
now,
yeah. Battersea Power.
Embassy Gardens. I know everything. If I
Hold on,
call
what's
them
it
now,
called?
you're gone, bro.
Not Battersea Power.
Because you never got your top way roll. Try to apply for yo, what up, dog? Yeah. Try to apply for top way.
This guy's sicko, yeah.
Try to
This
apply.
guy's sicko.
Power.
You haven't asked the question.
Power got rid of him and then he tried to come. Top way. But yeah, no, the question, Jurgen Klopp will win us the league
Why?
again. We've seen
You
this
never,
before.
you still haven't told me why.
Okay, we won the league before.
Okay,
No,
that's a
listen,
good point,
please
that's a
let me
good point.
finish.
You
We
won
won the league
before.
with both Jurgen.
Yeah.
We've been close, but obviously certain teams been cheating. Am I lying?
City, yeah.
Certain teams been cheating.
So you got your titles back.
So now Jurgen Klopp, he will win us the league, bro.
Thanks for the insight.
Oh,
bro.
do you want a breakdown? Do you want
That's a
do you
good
want an
insight,
EG
man.
book? You want like an EG book breakdown?
EG, XG as well.
XP
Good one.
then.
XP is it.
XG, XE, it's the same shit. Jurgen Klopp. Well, listen. Jurgen Klopp. If we got rid of Jurgen Klopp today, we are not the same club, bro. We are not the same club. If we get rid of Jurgen Klopp, who's there to get? Jurgen Klopp will win us the league.
There we go. Spoken.
No, deep it. He will win us the league again. Everybody knows we will be back competing for the league next season.
No, we don't.
Yes,
That's
we
what you
will.
want.
What
So
are you
everyone
talking
knows.
about?
You
What
don't
are you
know.
talking about? How can we not?
They're done.
We're done.
They're done.
We will be back competing again next
your
season.
cycle's
Everybody
done, bro.
knows because now we're gonna
Does
get.
anybody know?
Yeah, we do.
Do you think they're gonna win the league next year?
Nope.
Do you?
Nah.
Not me. Definitely not you.
Shocky.
All right,
You know who we're
definitely not
getting. You know who we're getting.
Who you
CM.
getting?
We're getting Jude.
With what money?
How?
Don't
You're
don't worry about the money, bro. We're gonna get it.
He's going Madrid, man.
He's not going to do what? To do what?
Win Champions Leagues.
With who?
With Madrid.
With who? What players? They're gonna win what? If that, you know,
Vinicius.
The ones that just beat you 5
Tremendous.
it
weeks
sounds
ago.
good. That midfield. Go on, say it again. The midfield. Who would the midfield be?
Tchouameni, Jude,
Camavinga, Fede.
Fede.
Wallahi, that'll be the littest music video. How about that? The man in midfield will be the coach. They'll win a BET award. That is the lit. Imagine with the bust down chain. That man with a bust down chain. That is a lit music video.
Well, Camavinga did the Cortez.
That's what I'm saying.
This collaboration, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be a
did
lit
still.
music video
And lit midfield as well.
with
What's the
Jude
song?
coming to
What's the
Liverpool.
song? What's the song?
What?
What's the song?
What song?
What's the song?
The midfield song.
Yeah, what's the song?
It's bare. There's bare different ones.
I got one for you.
Catch up. What?
I'm joking, nah. I'm trying to make one on the spot. I got one for you though. Don't worry, I got one for you though.
Catch us now.
It's called Anfield Hype.
It's called Tchouameni
Airfield
Camavinga. That's what it's called. Tchouameni Camavinga. Tchouameni Camavinga. Tchouameni
Hey.
Camavinga. Tchouameni.
Here we go. And on that note, with that song,
Birmingham.
we're gonna
I'm
end the
from
video
Birmingham.
here.
I'm from
That is the
Birmingham.
end
I'm from Birmingham.
of the hot
I'm
take.
from Birmingham.
There you go.
I'm from Birmingham.
That's
I'm from
Jude's verse. That's Jude's verse.
I'm from Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham.
We'll see you guys next time. That is the hot takes. Let us know in the comments below what you
I'm from
agreed with,
Birmingham.
and we'll see you. Bye.